Hi, welcome. It is Sunday for me. I've just finished all of my admin tasks, editing videos, scheduling videos and posts, updating shop, all the good stuff. And now we're back to doing the fun stuff, which is crafting. The main goal for the upcoming week is to make a gift for my friend Kyle. I will see him the week after on Tuesday. So for when you see that, that would have been last week because I'm ahead of schedule. Are you proud of me? I'm gonna make him a sweater vest with this on it as a pixel grid, right? I got this off Pinterest. It's just a thing that's on albums. I don't know who I'm supposed to be crediting for the pixel grid because it's Pinterest. You know how Pinterest goes. That's the main plan for this video. But today is Sunday and I have a bunch of weird timing things on Sunday and I have a long task for dinner. So I'm going to be doing some side quests first. Side quests will be working on my quilting, making soup, making a small plushie that is gnawing at my brain to be made, and then I will start on the sweater vest. I will see you later. The soup is gonna have this bowl of frozen vegetables. We got spinach, peas, broccoli, and beans. It's gonna have more stuff in it. Non-frozen vegetables. Onion and garlic. A carrot, a leek, what's this called? Zucchini, courgette, bell peppers. Well, the pointy version. Slice all of that up, throw it in a pan, do some other stuff with it in between, throw some seasoning in there and stuff, water, blend, and you got yourself green goop soup. Good morning, it is the next day. We have a little baby here. This was the side quest plushie that I wanted to make, and I worked on my quilt and I made soup. You saw the soup, I showed you the soup. Now we're gonna get started. I counted the grid. It's 60 stitches the long way, but I want to add 2 on either side, so I'm making it 64. There. I'm gonna do this in half double crochets and on a 6mm hook with just basic acrylic. I'm gonna get started now. First I need to weigh my yarn. Hello. It's the same day, I just got dressed. Don't worry about it. It's now gonna start on the first set of letters. I am slightly concerned that I started the Colourwork too early, but also I'm bad at gauging size. So we'll see what happens. It needs the pretty long V-neck anyway, so I think it'll be fine. We'll see. We will see. You will see soon. Hello, a few hours later again, I started watching anime with a friend and I had to read subtitles, so I couldn't do Colourwork. So I finished the skein that was on this. It's about that big now. Wonderful. Putting that aside, continuing the Colourwork. See you in a bit. Hi, so yesterday I got about this far in. Now, I'm pretty sure this is mirrored for you, but it's the correct way for me. Yes, okay, cool. It's kind of hard to read, honestly. Like, if you know what it says, it's fine. I'm hoping that the next two will be a little bit more clear because they have a slightly different font, and I'm just gonna make sure afterwards that the E's read well by adding a little bit of embroidery on it. Anyway, I'm gonna move on to the next section. Hi, good morning. I did not get much further on the Colourwork last night. Yesterday in general. I think I did like 4 rows. Anyway, it's now Wednesday morning and I have a knitting cafe and quilt club to go to. So, I made this yellow little fella earlier this week. And I don't want to bring my Colourwork to the knitting group because then I can't really engage in conversation. And yeah, so I'm bringing chenille yarn to make more little squids. We have red and orange, and then he is already yellow, green, blue, purple, and pink. I'm gonna have a rainbow of little squids. I don't think I'll get all of them, honestly, at all right now today, but I'm bringing all the colors with me so I can pick and choose what I feel like. I'm also bringing my quilting, and I'm bringing my box of stitch markers. Because apparently if you try to buy those in person in a store here, they charge you like €5 for 10 stitch markers. And they're the exact same ones that I got in a box of 500 for €5. So I'm just giving some of them to these grannies. You're not paying €5 for 10 stitch markers, you'll lose those within a week. Whoa. Yeah, I'll update you when I get back, I guess. Hi, good morning. It's now Thursday. I already had this one. And then yesterday at the knitting club and at home, I made a purple one, a pink one, an orange one, and a green one. Oh, on the floor. There we go. Now I have red and blue still downstairs, and then I have a rainbow of them. Could that have been its own video instead of the side quest in making a gift for Kyle? Probably. But I didn't plan ahead that far, so you're getting both. I am now going to lock in and try to get the Colourwork finished today. Would be cool. Bye. Hi. Good morning, by the way. That is one half of a vest. Epic. What do you think? I'm gonna put some stitching, like with the darning needle, to make some of the letters a bit more legible. But before I do that, I'm putting this to the side. I'm making the back. You can't have a vest that's just the front. Well, you can. There are people that make that and ways to do that that look decent. But that's not what I'm doing, so I need to make the back. Okay, that's about halfway there-ish. I need to pay attention to the rows because this is Colourwork with a lot of carrying in the back, so obviously I made it cinch a little bit so it appears taller than it is meant to be and stuff like that. Here, it's now kind of there. Yeah, that's about halfway. So I'm gonna take a little break. I need to do a store run for dinner and a little snack for now. And I need to find something else to watch because I've just been watching my YouTube recommended, which at the moment is this one Balatro player. But I've also been watching those 2-hour long videos while trying to sleep. So I'm falling asleep at the table here because that's the guy I watch while trying to sleep nowadays. Oh, hi Neo. It's not a good thing to watch during the day anymore. I kind of fucked it up for myself. But I'm also out of other things to watch. At least my recommended isn't showing me good stuff right now that I haven't seen yet. Maybe I'll just watch them again. I don't know. I'm going to the store first and then I'll decide on that. I painted my nails, by the way. I haven't done that in a while, and this is exactly why I haven't done that in a while. It destroys itself instantly. But it was fun. It's fine. Store. See you. Hi, it is now later. I have dyed my hair. There's red in there now. Cool. Also, ran out of yarn. Ran out of yarn. I should probably have some somewhere still. I'll go look for that in a bit. But I gotta make dinner first, and I think I want to just make the remaining 2 colors of little squiddies to complete the rainbow first. Before I look for the yarn. I'm not even sure if I have more. I might have to go back to the store tomorrow. I really thought 2 skeins was gonna be enough. But it turns out it's not. It was almost enough. Like, technically I could make it like this, but that defeats the point of wanting it to be oversized. I put the little bits of embroidery on the letters to make it easier to read. Cool. Yes. I'm gonna make dinner now. Bye. Hi, hello, this fella's almost done. Yesterday I went for my yarn stash and I found this, but this is a different yarn. It is slightly more thick and it is a slightly different shade of black. So I'm just going to the store today and getting another one of the same black that is already in there. I know that Kyle wouldn't be able to tell for the tiny part of the back of his shoulder, but I will know. And I cannot do that on gifts. If it was for myself, I would have done that. Definitely, but on a gift, I cannot. Gifts and commissions work different in my brain. They have to be better. If I make it for myself, it gets to have little things in it that I don't care about. Anyway, this fella's almost done. I'm very happy. And then I have the red one left to do. I am going to try to get into a little market in September. I am hoping I get accepted in there. But there's already quite a few crochet people at this market, or at least at the last edition. And people who have already been there before get like dibs on going again, which that's valid. Yeah, that's how pretty much every market works, I think. But this is like very small scale, new, not giant, right? Because trying to get into like Dutch Comic Con costs a fortune if you get in, and it's very hard to get in if you haven't been there multiple years in a row already, you know? So I'm hoping that this market lets me in. That would be fun. I would like to do a market this year. If I don't get into that one, I probably just won't have a market at all this year because the sign up for everything else is already closed, I'm pretty sure. Unless Rincon comes with another Halloween market, which I could theoretically probably get into. Maybe? I don't know. I skipped one. I don't know how they feel about that. Like, I probably got into the second one because I was there before and I had a positive interaction and whatever, and I know people, but I think if I skip one, that kind of messes with my chances of getting into the next one, right? Anyway, here he is. Stuffing him. I'll hear about that, like, the middle of next month, probably, if I get in. That would be fun. And that would also help me create some space in my stock. If I finish the vest today and the remaining Octo fella that I wanted to make, I'm probably going to reorganize my plushie storage, because when I was taking those silly guy pictures, you know, like putting them in little poses and stuff, I kind of messed up my bins a little bit, and they're not sorted anymore by plushie pattern or type or whatever. So it's kind of hard to find stuff now. Not that I'm getting many sales that need me finding stuff, but I like being able to tell where things are at a glance. Gier and Goor aren't even in the same box. And their clothes are in a whole nother box. That's not how that works, they're a set. They should be together in the same bin, you know? There. Close him up and then he's done. But yeah, I'm going to the store in a minute then to get more yarn, because I need to finish the vest. Hi, hello, I finished the octopi, squids, Neo. I was gonna say I finished the vest and I was weaving in the ends just now, but Neo decided to sit on it, but she decided to leave again, so I guess I can continue doing that. I finished the squids, the rainbow of them. We have, whoa, stay there. We have the red, the orange, yellow, green, blue, purple, and pink. Full set. Rainbow fellas. Go take pictures of those sometime soon. Weaving in ends for the vest, which means this is the inside out of it. Very fun, very fun. My boy Kyle will be here tomorrow to hang out and receive his gift and have dinner with us. So you will see what it looks like on him. Where did my darning needle go? Huh? My darning needle escaped. Anyway, I'm going to continue weaving in these ends and then I'm done, and you will see it on Kyle tomorrow. Until then, I'm not showing you what it looks like on the right side out. Mystery. Hello, my son is here.
I am real.
It fits.
It fits. It's great. I love it. Look at it. It's great. Look at the back.
Whoa.
It's great.
The back is just black.
I don't care.
Wahoo!
Gotta do a full 360. Whoa. Look at that.
Sick, and I have
It's
some
great.
new merch.
It's sick, and I have a shirt that has cats on it, which makes everything even better.
Epic.
Epic moment.
That's the end of the video. See you next time.
That was video. Enjoy your day.
Bye.